Hi guys, happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? How is your weekend going? I'm super excited to be here with you guys. Oh, I can tag people now. I just love that Facebook is updating their live options. It's so cool. All right, you guys, so today I've had a lot of you ask about posting on social media and when people have questions on your posts, where to go from there, things like that. And it's been so awesome connecting with you guys about that. And so what I'm going to do today is we're actually going to review some of the social media knowledge bombs that we've already talked about in the past. Mainly with the end point being how to get people connected. And so before I do that though, story time. Okay, so story time. When I was in middle school, I promise this is going to lead to somewhere. When I was in middle school, my dad, he would travel on the weekends for work. And so one weekend, and he loved to garden. So one weekend he had tasked me with getting this giant mound of dirt from the top of our hill. Like in our backyard, we had this giant hill and he was trying to level it out at the bottom a little bit. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna give you $50 this weekend. And I was like, sweet. And I just need you to take all this dirt. Hi, Angie. Hey, Julie. I'm going to have you take all this dirt and just bring it to the bottom of the hill. Here's a little wheelbarrow. And I was like, okay, I can do that, Dad, no problem. So it was hot. I was scooping the dirt with this big old shovel into the wheelbarrow. And then I was wheeling it down the hill, dumping all the dirt out and then wheeling it back up. And I'm like, there's gotta be an easier way to do this because the way he told me to do it is just taking way too long and is a lot of work. And so I went up into my parents' room and they had this giant Hawaiian king-size bed. And so I took one of their sheets and I took it outside and I laid it on the ground and I shoveled this big pile of dirt onto their bed sheet. And then I would take the bed sheet and I would drag it down the hill like Santa Claus style, dump all the dirt out, and then bring it back up and do it again. Well, my way was easier for me and was a huge mess, destroyed their sheet. So my dad came back and he was like, I see what you did there. And let's just say I did not get the $50. I did not do it quite the right way. And I definitely learned a valuable lesson that, not all tasks happen right away and you want to just do it the way that, you're asked to do it. And so the reason why I share this story with you guys is because this month we're going to focus on integrity. Last month, our focus, just as far as growing in leadership and growing in character, was motivation and how to be motivated. And this month we're going to talk about integrity, and it's also the theme of our Hope Hero Award that is going to be given out at the end of this month. So yay, and shout out to Isa again for being our first Teen Hope Hero Award recipient. So integrity. So you guys, when you think of the word integrity, what does integrity mean to you? So just in the comments, let me know. When you think of integrity, what does that look like? We're gonna touch on it more at the end of this live today, but let's dive into our social media knowledge bombs. So I have had such a blast chatting with you guys over the last week about social media. I love seeing you guys posting and really just diving in head first into your businesses. It's so cool. And I love seeing all your photos with your lashes. So now in the past, we had talked about algorithms and how to consistently post and how to be strategic about your posting. And so I want to go over that today as just a review. So first things first, the 3x3x3 method. So some of you guys have hundreds and some of you guys have thousands of friends on Facebook. However, the chances of all those people seeing your posts are very, very slim. In fact, you might even notice this, but you might have 10, 20, 30, maybe 40 people engaging with your posts on a regular basis. And there is a way to increase that engagement, and here's how. The 3x3x3 method. We had talked about it on a previous post, but I just want to retouch on it right now while I have all of you guys in one place. So 3x3x3. That is adding 3 new friends a day. That is adding, commenting on, scroll through your feed and scroll to the bottom, because that's usually where the people that you don't, those are the people that you don't see their posts right away when you hit your feed. So add 3 people a day, scroll through your feed, and comment on 3 new posts a day. You don't have to spend hours commenting on like every post you see, but just be strategic and comment on some posts of people that you haven't seen in a while, because chances are they're not seeing your posts either. And then the other thing that you do, so that was the first 3, second 3, the third 3, and the 3x3x3 is 3 direct messages a day. Start, and by the way, those direct messages, those are going to be just, normal conversations, like, how are you doing? Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And then chances are those conversations are going to lead to talking about your business, because if you ask someone how they're doing, they're gonna ask you the same thing back, or most of the time, and that's when you get to share about the amazing opportunity that you have with Tori Belle Cosmetics, and it's really fun. And so 3x3x3, and I promise if you guys do this every day, you're going to have more engagement on your posts. You're going to be warming up those algorithms. You're going to be creating more community, and it's just boom, boom, boom. So 3x3x3. And if you guys have questions about that too, you can comment on here. You can direct message me. We can chat more one-on-one. Super fun. The next thing is when you make a post, again, you want more people commenting on your post. You want more people to engage with your post. If someone has a question, so say you posted a selfie about your lashes, and in the post you said, comment below for more information. And someone comments and they want to know the cost, or they want to know what styles you have, or they want to know if they're safe and effective, or they want to know where they can buy the lashes from. So what you'll want to do is answer their question, but do it in a direct message. And the reason why I encourage you to do this is because, maybe the 5th person that sees your post asks a question. Well, you want to direct message them the answer so that the 20th person that sees your post and has that same question will also engage with your post and ask that. If you answer the first person's question, then person number 20 who sees your post isn't gonna comment because they already got their question answered. So no engagement from that person. And then another thing, so when they comment and if they ask a question, you'll say, hey, great answer, I'm gonna message you. And then make sure you message them, and sometimes you can go back and say, I sent the message. And here's another thing. Once you have them in that messenger group, so you posted, you connected in the post, you connected with them via messenger. Now what you're gonna do, and this is another thing that we talked about on a previous post, but I wanna bring it back up today, is you are going to ATM them. And so there's a lot of groups out there, and I like to call them VIP community groups. So they're communities full of, so an affiliate has an organization, so they're full of your organization's affiliates. They're filled with customers. They're filled with potential customers. And in these groups, I've noticed that, hi Courtney, welcome, hi Jessica. So in these VIP community groups, people educate on the product, they have before and afters, they do different events in these groups, and it's perfect for bringing a potential customer into that community. That's what those VIP groups are usually used for. So you had them in the post, you then took them to direct message, so you're one-on-one. So maybe their question was, what styles do you have in lashes? So in our VIP group, we have a post with all of the different lash styles. So then what you're going to do is you're going to introduce them to that group, your VIP group. I would then tag them in that post with all the different styles and then go back and message them. So you're going to add them to the VIP group, tag them in the post that answers their question, and then you're going to message them after you've done that. And this has been a method that we've been using just recently, and it's phenomenal because you're going to have so many people reaching out about your business, about the opportunity, about your products. You're going to have so many different customers that it's going to be great to introduce them to your community. Because my mentor said something really profound to me. She said that sometimes it takes 7 experiences before someone orders a product. They want to see that product, or they want to see a photo, or they want to have a conversation 7 times before they're like, oh, okay, that is definitely for me. I'm ready. And so by adding them to your VIP community group, they might get all 7 experiences in one day. Whereas if they would have just stayed on your Facebook page, it would have maybe taken them days, weeks to get that 7th experience. So ATM. So when they comment on your post, remember, you're not going to answer their questions in the post because that's going to lower the engagement of someone else that might come along and have that same question. And my favorite way to answer a question is by answering with a post that's already been posted. So ATM, that's how I like to answer questions, and also that 3x3 method. Do you guys have any questions on social media and posting? There's so much more that we're going to be talking about and diving into in the weeks to come when it comes to social media, because there's just so much to learn and know. And so many more knowledge bombs to come. And of course, I would love to chat with you guys one-on-one to talk more about how to do that for your business individually. Hi, Kayla. Okay, so moving on to hi, Carrie. Moving on to closing this out. So earlier I had told a little story that I had experienced when it came to integrity and not having the best integrity, still finishing the assignment, but not doing it 100%. And I know that I had a leader once tell me that even if your integrity is off by a little bit, it can still cause quite a conundrum. So, for example, if you have 2 rocket ships and they're both going to go to the moon, and this rocket ship is dialed in 100% accurate, the degree is perfect, but you do a little experiment and you take this rocket ship and you put it off by 1 degree. Well, even though it's just 1 little degree off, the closer the first rocket ship gets to the moon, the more accurate and closer it gets. Whereas the rocket ship that was 1 degree off is going to bypass the moon by thousands and thousands and thousands of miles. And so it's just so important. Even if you're thinking you're doing it 100%, really ask yourself that. So earlier on, I had just asked you guys, what does integrity mean to you? And some of you had put trustworthy and honest, and those are very true. There's so many different definitions when it comes to integrity, and it's important to have integrity in relationships, integrity in school, and integrity in your business. And so really, integrity is just doing the right thing, even when it's not popular. And I'm sure you guys have heard that many, many times, but I have one more story that I just want to finish up with. So growing up, I am from a little tiny town called Elma, and we have 1 stoplight and a bunch of horses. And I live in Seattle now, but I grew up in Elma, and my grandparents owned a huge ranch and trained horses. And it reminded me of a story that I had read about a trainer. And this trainer, actually, his dad was a horse trainer. And so this man, his name was Robert, he grew up riding horses. He was riding horses and learning how to ride horses before he could walk. And he was so good that he actually started working in films and riding horses in movies as stunt doubles for other children. He was a phenomenally skilled horseback rider. Well, he grew up and he started a family, and he's like, okay, I think it's time to join the family business and start training horses as well, because it was always something that he loved doing. And he found out pretty quickly that even though he was a very skilled rider, he wasn't the most skilled trainer yet. And not only that, his clientele was really small. He only had 4 horses that he was training. And so he had the opportunity to train and be an apprentice for one of the best trainers in all of California. So that's where Robert grew up. And he got to bring 2 horses to the trainer. And by the end of the apprenticeship, the trainer said to Robert, he said, "This horse, you're gonna have to call the owner because this horse cannot be trained." And Robert thought, wait, okay, the horse isn't going to learn. But if I call the trainer and I tell him that I'm going to lose a quarter of my income. And so he went back to his trainer and he said, why would I do that? Why would I, that's a really hard business choice to make. And his trainer said, yes, but you're going to learn that if you are honest in business and you do the right thing, it's going to increase your business. It's going to be so much better. And you want to be honest with your customers. And so he said, okay, that's fair. And so he called the horse's owner, and the horse's owner was furious. He'd spent a lot of time and money on this horse, and he did not want to hear that. And so Robert was kind of bummed. He was like, okay, well, that didn't go as planned. He's upset. He's going to tell everybody that I'm the one that said no. And, there goes my business, but I was honest. The next day, he gets a call from another horse owner who had had lunch with the upset horse owner. I wish I had more names on this. And called Robert and said, hey, I just had lunch with the other owner and he told me what happened. I knew his horse wasn't able to be trained. And the fact that you were honest was amazing, and it's hard to find honest trainers. And from that moment on, Robert's business just flourished. So yeah, he took a step back, but he took 1,000 steps forward because he had integrity in his business. And so, this week, just really take the time just to think about what integrity looks like, what it sounds like, what it walks like, and what it just seems like to you, in relationships, in school, and in your business. Because at Tori Belle, integrity is so important to us, and that means so many different things, and we'll continue talking about it next week. But it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. So you guys are absolutely amazing. One more thing that I wanted to chat with you about. So, unrelated, but related to you guys. Payday is coming up. Yay! Now, teens, in order to get paid, you have to make sure that a PayQuicker account is set up. And PayQuicker can only pay adults. And so when you became an affiliate with Tori Belle, you had to make sure that you put your parent or guardian or sibling who is 18 and older, their social security number on your account. So I had a couple parents reach out a little bit confused about that, saying, oh, okay, we accidentally put my teen's account, but we'll go and get that switched. And so if you accidentally signed your teen up with their social security number, PayQuicker can't pay that. So the 5th, be sure to reach out to me and reach out to support and let them know my teen is signed up, but they're signed up with their own social security number. They cannot get paid unless they have the parent or guardian's social security number. And here's another thing that I just wanted to let you guys know. We can't do multiple duplicate social security numbers. So if you are a parent and you already have your own affiliateship, you want to make sure that another parent or guardian or sibling that is 18 and older, that you're using that social security number for your teen. Let me know if you have questions on that as well. But essentially, we just need to make sure that all of our teens are direct to corporate and that they're not under their own social security. Okay, I think I made that pretty clear. All right, you guys, and if you accidentally signed up your teen under their social security number, reach out to customer support, reach out to me and we'll make sure we get that fixed. We need to get that fixed by the 5th, okay? All right, you guys, I will see you next Sunday and I will talk with you all week long. Thanks so much for tuning in and you guys are phenomenal. Have a great week. Bye.